Alright, we are back. There's the marker down, so I know where to cut this for YouTube. Say hi, YouTube. Say bye, YouTube. This is the night that Twitter died, singing bye, bye, Mr. Muskrat guy. Yeah, that's a pop culture reference for you. Anyways, we're back in the story. We just fought a giant yuckin' behemoth. And we're going to continue with the story. We do have some hunts that we want to do at some point or another. I think we're nearing... I don't mean like, you know, game's going to be done soon. I think we're well over the halfway point, though. If for nothing else, then there is literally only one more mother crystal that we can see. So we've destroyed 4 of the 5. Although we did just read a lore book earlier, said that there were originally 8, but yeah, we'll see.
How fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
Well,
How is it that every one of your little excursions...
I love how this is called Things Fall Apart. It sounds like the name of like a sitcom episode where like the main couples all break up or some shit.
The actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I certainly hope so, because we did kind of blow up their fucking capital.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
Those are very blue crabs, as everybody knows.
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Alright. God, these countries look fucking abysmal. Look at all that blight.
These darkened skies.
Holy shit.
Fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us.
Well, technically they are, but that's beside the point.
Swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter.
So it's either the
Rosaria and the
blighted
Iron Kingdom
zones?
teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy
Oh man, this is fucked.
Valmechia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem
We must kill
civilization
chaos.
to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
That is a painfully dark true sentence there, lady.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Death.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
So this was Ultima's plan? Let us throw the rest of our world into chaos. To be fair, technically speaking, a lot of the chaos sown was more or less sown by Ultima. Considering it sounds like he was pushing the mother to betray somehow. And then combine that with the way that he's probably the one who pushed Clive to become Ifrit.
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day, did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well,
I mean, that's
he
possible.
has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the
Truth.
fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time.
Moss the Chronicler?
Forgive me, I hope.
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive.
Who's Moss? Why is he
Even
chronicling?
without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Shit's fucked, yo. I will say, this has absolutely got to be like the darkest in tone I've ever seen a Final Fantasy game, except maybe 14. And I'll give it a big ol' maybe, because this game has much more dark moments, by far and away.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are 3. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a cashier at her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference.
Guess we're on our way out.
There's only 2 people who can.
Jill and I...
Let them know we're on our way.
We're on our way home, sweet home. All right, let's see. We got any more side quests or anything from you, buddy?
Here you go.
All right. That is a main quest from the looks of it. That is also a main quest, and that is also a main quest. Okay, so there's a main quest in each of the major zones. All right, let's see. Where are the hunts? Because I want to hunt some... I'm sure you can fill in the blank, right? Hunt marks, that's right. I'm literally writing these down so I don't forget what they are. Sunbrook tells the legend of Dread Dragon, who sat near half the realm ablaze alight with his torrid breath before being sealed away behind a magical mist by Gregor herself, some her sources claim. It was long been forgotten which parts of the tale are true and which ones are myth. Recent reports, great dragons were reverberating around the woodlands pass of the Empire. Somewhere in Sunbrook. I'm not going to lie, I might look up where that one is. Because I got super lucky with Atlas. I thought Verzarian ruins, and then I was like, oh yeah, well there's the fallen ruins around whatchamacallit. I'd assume that they would probably be somewhat near where the things are. It did say forests. It could be like over there by the cape where the dragon would be. I don't think so though. I don't know. What do you have that's updated?
What will it be today? How may I help you today? I have the details here.
Oh no, that's been updated to worships. See, they used to be commands, now it's worships. And we are rescuing our allies.
Here you are.
And oh boy, oh pal, oh buddy. Machinations. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, we're going to Rosaria first. Let's see. It's our home country, alright? I need to find the Quiet Sands, wherever the fuck that is. Oh, well, it's there. Well, let's go kill this guy, and then we'll go talk to the person. God. The number one plus side about this game so far seems to be that, like... Well, that's annoying. Those are random level 33 enemies. The nice thing seems to be that, like, even if the world updates around you, it doesn't, like, force you to do stuff in a certain time frame. Which is one of my personal pet peeves about certain games, is when they give you a time frame or things get worse. I was not a big fan of... I think it was Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3. Both had that be a mechanic, where if you, like, didn't do a thing in a certain amount of time, you just, like... lost out on, like, part of a good ending. The Magath brothers. Giga Flare. Ow! That fucking hurt! Oh, so I can just, like, keep charging this, like, infinitely and then just, like, dodge? And then just cast Mega Flare? That's cool. I'm stuck on a fucking wall. So if I just like kind of vibe and then just like dodge and stuff, I get to, ow, I get to die.
Thanks, boy.
This is actually a pretty fucking tough fight because there's 3 of the fuckers. Are we finally free? Can I finally just like fight? Alright, that wasn't the greatest job, but we killed the Notorious Mark. Damn, they're worth a lot of money.
No more vengeance. No more war.
Alright, calm down a little bit, Clive. Do I have enough to upgrade this now? This. Yeah. I wanted to give this an upgrade to see if it was better. Because it looked like it would be really good if I was like allowed to use it effectively. And like level it up so I spawned like maximum number of orbs and shit.
Anything catch your eye?
Not in particular, but we're giving it a look, see. I guess I could start buying orchestrations when I see them, right?
Thanks very much.
'Cause I think I finally have enough money that I can just be like, yeah, I'll just buy orchestrations now.
Much obliged. Thanks very much.
I think I finally hit that point where I can start buying orchestrations, honestly. That's probably required to, like, truly 100% the game, huh? Just to get all the orchestrations. That's my bet.
Arthur, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
Yeah,
Never
poggers.
offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help.
The Fallen,
Something tells
deep
me
within the
you'd be
walls of
pleased
our
to see.
city.
We're on our way.
I just made myself sad.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
More.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Random thought about these. That was the fire breath. Okay, yeah, no, I don't want that. I don't really use my magic enough in combat to make that be worthwhile. I love how you just kind of float around on Bahamut wings. It looks very silly. Y'all look like you've had a rough time.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
You're not Torgal. I'm a firing my laser. Okay, the laser beam is good. Got it. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of like doubting it after the fighting the hunt mark with it as my thing, but nah, it's pretty dumb. I gotta remember that hunt marks are stupidly powerful. You ever just like laser beam a pile of enemies and then just light the world on fire and kill 2 waves of enemies back to back? Holy fuck, that was nuts.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place.
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And
well, that's bad.
Did with them. They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Oh boy! You know what I hear? I hear my neighbors thinking that because it's all of a sudden the month of July, it's time to start setting off fireworks. Spoiler alert, no, it's not. Control yourself, neighbors. My neighbors really like fireworks, chat. Literally for like a week before and after any holiday that typically has fireworks around it, like New Year's Eve, like 4th of July. Those are always the 2 big that I think of off the top of my head, but they do it other times a year. But it's always like at least half a week to a week before, and then like half a week to a week after. Fireworks all the fucking time at night. It's the worst. I personally don't mind fireworks. I mind them all the goddamn time.
But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes...
Howdy, bud.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
I'd like... I'm a big person who's like... I'm understanding of fireworks like the day of a holiday that typically has fireworks about it. Like New Year's Eve, I'm partially understanding. 4th of July, I kinda get it. It's a bit of a tradition for a lot of areas. But... it's the 1st.
Then let's do our duty.
Yo, it's a turtle! Okay, so this attack, very good at HP bars. Very bad. Very, very bad at anything else. Ow! Flames. It's so cool. Fucking love it. Hang on, here it is. Laser beams! Oh yeah, this is much more of a deal HP damage spell than a do any breakings. Bro, 22 to 25. Yeah, the problem for me always comes when it's just constantly happening, you know? I don't mind it on occasion. It's just when you won't fucking stop doing it that I'm like, can you not? Like, can you stop doing it every goddamn day, please? Ow, this turtle just kicked my ass. Okay, we're good. Like it's just... Had people setting some off yesterday. It's not even the right month yet! Calm down! I know some people like to for like Memorial Day and stuff too, but I feel like that one's just a bad choice.
Anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you
Just in like my opinion, man.
It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
You know, Memorial Day, I think for celebrating fallen soldiers. Let's set off some big booms.
Too thick to be honest.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Hey, yo! I call that line game. Don't you think you can sneak that one past me?
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
I'm gonna buy some more healing items on the way by this guy, I think. The fireworks is one of those things that, like, I used to dislike a lot when I was younger because they're just so fucking loud and, you know, child. I grew to enjoy them a bit, but overall just did not be like the largest fan of them over time.
Thanks very much.
But now it's become more of a, I don't mind them, but holy fuck, stop setting them off all the goddamn time.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
I think the worst part about them is typically when it's like, it's very clearly not like, oh, well, like, they're doing, like, a get-together, setting off some fireworks as, like, a group of friends, group of people. We got, like, a tiny, like, a little show set up. Like, we'll set them off in an order so that it looks cool and pretty. Or, like, you know, like, a neighborhood does, like, a big old thing of, like, we're gonna hire a group that'll do professional fireworks, which is a thing around here, believe it or not. I'm a firing my laser, by the way.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
But like you can tell the difference between people who like think and plan out that shit and people who just buy a bunch of fucking fireworks and just set off random shit. Is that an Akashic Chocobo? Sure, seems like it. That's different. I do kind of miss the aerial combat. That was much easier to use with the Garuda.
Something's coming.
See, like that's the type of thing that, like, if they do that like once on the 4th, I'm very much more okay with someone doing something like that, Magma, than I am with the people who do it like 8 days in a row, setting off just random bullshit every fucking day. Oh, it's laser time, by the way. Laser. Those things seem to really break the fucking stagger bar, though. Holy shit. Sheesh.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
Man, that's a lot of Akashic shit, though. I do believe the turn of phrase I'm looking for is, shit's fucked, yo.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Sounds good to me.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
The flames of war. What's a guardian scarf? Oh, it's a thing that's displayed in chambers. Nice.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here.
Howdy.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Ah. Nepotism.
Well, go on, then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade.
Clearly this guy's working hard and trying his best.
If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
That's what you think.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are... I mean...
Oh my god.
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
Hey.
I would not have it any other way.
You're fucked, kiddo. Alright, well that's that taken care of. Headset back on. My hair was moving around in weird ways. Causing problems. Alright, it's not what I meant to hit. Alright, I'm gonna look up. Where the fuck is this dragon? If I were a dragon, where would I... Ruin Reawakened? Yeah, that's it. You know, I probably could have figured this one out too, just like I figured out the bomb one. I figured that one out by... I don't think... Yeah, I did, because I saw this part of the map wasn't finished. I could have figured this one out too. Yeah, it's down there. Alright, we're gonna go die to a dragon now. Apparently. Like I said, it's a hunt mark. I don't care that much. I just... Oh, interesting. Like, the entire world has had its level updated, it seems. The stuff in this area used to be, like, level 19 at the highest. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother to run around in circles looking for hunt marks. Because I am not the brightest sometimes, and I miss very obvious spots on the map. We do have mostly full potions, that's good. I didn't, like, it would have taken me so long to find this little tiny corner down here. And be like, oh yeah. I gotta remember, no matter what level this thing is, I'm probably gonna be okay. Because I fought that level 45 thing as like a level 33, right? So like, if I can do that, as long as it's not like level 50 or something, I should be okay, right? Better be in a dungeon. It did, the hunt mark said in a forested area. So I do apologize for what you're about to be disappointed by. What is this? I've seen these before and I don't know what the fuck they are. Well, that just gave me loot. What the fuck is a ring of the marksman? Increases the damage of magic. Sure. Oh, this is gonna be a big dragon. Oh, this is gonna be a big dragon. Oh, it's a big dragon. That's an angry boy. Svarog. Sure. Let's kick his ass. Hey chat, remember when I said like maybe not if it's level 50? Let's see how much damage we do. Oh. Oh. We'll come back later. What the fuck? Why is it level 50? It's a dragon. We'll come back to that later. We know it's there. That is... Oh boy. I mean, the last time we had an S rank, it was level 45.
So First we find Isabel.
So, like, that's not that crazy. The last time we found one, we were level 33 and it was 45. The other one was rank A, I believe. But yeah, it seems like the S ranks are literally just, you don't fuck around with these. I want to be within at least 10 levels of that thing, so I probably won't be fighting it for a bit. I can't imagine I'll get locked out of it, though, because, like, it's level 50?
My lord. Milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
But yeah, that's an S rank. They seem to really take the S rank part seriously. A ranks seemed to be pretty difficult, but very manageable. I think the hardest A rank I had to fight was like the assassin guy or whatever. But both of the S ranks we've seen are just like not to be fucked with. And I'm not like behind an XP, it seems, but I think that one is supposed to be like the game telling you, hey, take a minute, do some story, come back later. This is a fucking dragon.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way
Hey, yo!
speak of them, one would think
That one took me by surprise.
And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors. You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
But my family...
It's all right. Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
Did you try checking where you last saw him?
Just rest now.
Oh, that joke probably doesn't work well when the last place she saw him was probably in a bunch of different pieces. My bad. God, yeah, they decided to just run with the dark tone.
It was all they could do to escape.
What is it? Quite literally, this game, like, it just, like...
Come on.
I swear to God, the writers must have gone, alright, we're kind of forced into an M rating with some of our choices. We are going all in. Hordes of innocent people slaughtered by monsters? Fuck yeah. Gonna have a scene where the current Empress slices her throat on screen? Hell yeah. We're gonna fucking have the characters be nude in like bunches of random scenes? Hell yeah, we're gonna earn our M rating.
Clive, look.
Hi. Bye. Get fucking deleted.
Should I prime?
Save your strength. Soil and stone.
Did you just say soil and stone? Oh, I literally can't. Okay, so note to self, if I turn a certain distance, I physically cannot turn my camera anymore. Let's go, bitch. So it looks like you get better buffs to the Mega Flare if you dodge stuff perfectly? Which does combo with this pretty damn well. That guy just got fucking deleted? I don't think I've ever bullied so thoroughly. Alright, I now also get this Wings of Light ability so much more. That is so much better than I thought it was. I thought you just like had to charge it. Nah, if you activate it and then dodge, you just get like free level ups of the ability. That's so fucking sick. That is such a good like combat design decision.
There are always more.
You basically, you're not currently fighting, but if you dodge very effectively, you get stronger and stronger and stronger. Ooh. Ooh, that's so cool. It's also really cool in boss fights when you have nothing else to do if you're not, except for like, you know, maybe do like some dinky little hits.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will...
Hey, yo?
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. Whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Aww.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Is that a euphemism? I feel like that might have been a euphemism.
Less Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Why we fight. Loot. Okay, we're not gonna even bother to get... I'd like to try and fight that dragon, but it ain't worth it yet. Okay, where's the thing? Let me see, I wrote it down. Where's the other mark that's in this zone? What was its area name? Vamare. Or something. God, I hope that's not in the northern area, because I have no idea what the fuck that is. Okay, it's here. Which, at this point, it might just be faster to fast travel here. It also means we won't accidentally start the main quest. And then we just put a marker down there. Right, Clive, maybe don't do that whistle at your fucking chocobo. Okay, like, just a thought. This is one of those ones that I'm not sure which one's faster or better. Like, which fast travel point, because, like, technically, you have to do all of this trekking here, right? In order to get to the, like, the... Oh, there's just a fucking panther in the middle of the road, okay. Yeah, see, like, I have to walk all this way to make the right turn. And I have to walk through town this way. Which means I don't get the sprint, and that is some weird lighting. That means, like, I don't get to sprint through town. But I don't have to start from further away, so I don't know which one's better. I'm sure speedrunners could figure it out for me, right?
This might take a while.
Literally had my finger slip. Alright. I'm not sure which way would have been faster still. How is Jill's chocobo faster than mine? I have a war chocobo, Ambrosia, the greatest of all. Ambrosia is the queen of all chocobos.
Thanks, Gal.
Alright, fucker. Is it really just the one of you? I literally just fought 3 of him combined. I guess that does make sense as to why that other group was A ranks and this guy's a B rank, though, right? Yeah, see, this guy's like only level 35. What the fuck's up with that?
Only those who have nothing so empty your pockets.
Literally hitting the dodge button. Let's go, nerd. Fight me. See, like, look at that. It's so cool. Laser! That is all. Trophy earned, it's over 50,000. I'm going to assume that's for like hitting like a damage threshold. I'm literally hitting dodge? What the fuck? That was so weird. Fire! Fire! I fucked up. Laser! I love this attack. I don't care how good or bad it is. It's so cool. It really seems like the laser does a fuckload of damage, though. And that's the technical term. Fuckload. Oh yay, more scarletite.
A deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew.
Huh. True. Well, this looks bad. Where's the person? Oh, there they are. I was like, where's the person to talk to? Found him.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle.
Better hair, too.
Worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. Now, I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Oh boy, diplomacy. Thanks.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
I love being forced to be a diplomat.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
Damn!
Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself.
Do it, coward.
Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Yeah, pop off, King. Tell him what for.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to
That is
drive a
true.
man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Oh, this is a really weird way the light hit the sword. I was really confused. I'm like, why is that sword purple?
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's
Sure.
plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
Huh.
And that would be?
To pool
Or
our
drugs. I mean, what?
resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action.
Sure.
Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See
Why
if you
not?
can't convince him of
Sounds
his
good.
folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known.
We're gonna spread misinformation.
Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Thanks.
Play along.
What he means to say is yes.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself.
Sure.
Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free.
Man, I can't believe this guy would just do that. Just go out there and tell lies on the internet.
Pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad?
Hey.
Are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt.
There's a new one. The brightest candle in the crypt. I like that one. Oh, man. That is good. Alright, let's go just straight up lie to some other people.
If I had my pickaxe, I would... I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is.
Howdy.
Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill.
Underhill. Is that a Lord of the Rings joke?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord.
Because that's the different name Frodo gives in Underhill. My name's Underhill.
Not only are the granaries almost empty, but
Is that a Lord of the Rings joke? By the localization team?
harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
He tried.
You saw right through it. I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect.
He tried.
Now,
Cut him
my
some
scouts
slack.
should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
Don't judge Clive. He's trying his darndest.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
It appears I have no choice but to do what little I...
All right.
I'm scared. Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both
Duh.
Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their
Duh.
roles. With time, they may even learn to...
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. Mistakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Woo, we can do it, yeah, yippoo, wahoo, waha. Let's protect the North Gate from bandits, yeah, woo, yeah.
The women folk have come to...
Sup, bitches?
I'll take that one.
Laser.
He's all yours.
You ever just like not have to fucking play the game to kill certain enemies? Punch. Hi, how's it going, guys? The Sultan. The Sultan of SWAT? Or are they the Sultan of Swing? I'm a firing my laser. How you doing down there, buddy? Oh, right. Muda, 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 muda. That's a JoJo reference.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
Maybe.
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
They're either all dead or they're all alive. It's a 50-50 shot. Either they died or they didn't.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
Look at them, agreeing to be friendly and stuff.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either.
No, I kind of let them all on fire.
Worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
Toxic?
I'll take that as a compliment.
I don't know what game that's from. That's from some game. That is like the quest complete sound effect from some game. I don't fucking remember which one it is.
For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Alright. I'm pretty sure I'm still like pretty low level, right? Does the game tell me what level I am on that screen? No, it must be under attributes. Yeah, we're still only level 38. I don't really want to, like... I'm not doing it again. No, thank you. That's to master it, which I don't really feel like doing. And is this to master it to make it even better? Yeah, okay. Oh, it's a link to the past. That's what it is. I think that, wait, no, is it a link to the past? It's the GBA one. GBA one's a link to the past, right? Or is that a link between worlds? Shit. Fucking, no, it's a link to the past. Yeah, okay. It's the sound that you get a link to the past when you, like, pick up the item from the big chest in the dungeon, I think. I'm pretty sure it is. If it's not, then I'm losing my goddamn mind. And I've somehow attributed that noise to a link to the past in my brain.
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into time?
How far is the rest? Yeah, that's a follow through. These are all follow throughs. This. Yep, all follow throughs. Nothing new came out of those. Yeah, we did get a new item here, the Guardian's Scuff. Where are the rest of these items gonna come from? Is there like a post-campaign collection pile that I'm gonna have to go find, or am I just like not finding the collectible items? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll just get them like rapid fire. I got like 3 in a row when that room became unlocked, and I've gotten like 2 since then.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
We do still have that level 50 hunt that we have to go kill at some point.
To the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised.
That's a lot of ability points for free.
You earned this.
Thank you.
Come again. I may have more.
There might be more left in this game than I thought there was. Holy cow, that was a lot of shit. We got 3,000 points. That's still not enough to upgrade Gigaflare. I'm so sad. I need 3250.
Oh yeah.
Damn it, I'm so close. Alright, Otto. What's up, bud?
Was wondering when you turn up. Had ours from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention.
Because I'm the goat.
The
goat!
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well,
I was...
bleeding skies.
Yeah, the sky... I don't think anyone saw the skies coming, Otto.
Now's not the time to second guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary.
Joshua's awake! Poggers! Please tell me we get backstory now! So he can, like, tell us how he's not fucking dead.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of
Lore
Ultima?
dump, lore dump, lore dump, lore dump.
Very little, I'm afraid.
Son of a bitch!
Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, it was not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
Yeah, we saw that come down.
Why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have...
So Joshua knows just as much as us. Got it.
I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason.
Son of a bitch.
All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now.
This is all information we already knew.
Why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
Sorry, inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
That doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, that's bad. I was really hoping Joshua knew more than us, but we are on the exact same, page.
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers
On our way.
ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
Should.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, Bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Taya not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
Okay, fine.
All right, we travel together.
Brothers! Brothers traveling together.
Thank you.
Video game. You see, and it's about two brothers.
I'll look after him.
A new quest is available. Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck this main story bullshit. We got side quests. We got side quests. We don't have side quests. The game won't let me go anywhere. How can I do these side quests if the game won't let me go anywhere? We have new hunts as well? Oh god. And let's look at the hunt board. We still have to kill Svarog, and then there's now the pack. Okay. Alright, well, let's at least talk to everybody and pick up all the side questing as it stands. Who knows, maybe the side quests will push me towards the main quest zone, I don't know. Maybe there'll be something that I can do, like, while I'm here.
Seems the
Blasted book. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing...
The thing that's made out of fucking scorpion tails?
So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
Ma'am, yes ma'am.
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm.
Excuse me?
Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Alright, so that is quite literally just... Alright, so that's a straightforward, just go and hunt some shit, but probably. Go find some shit. Let's pick up the side quest from in here. A humble request. From Rutherford. Apologize for the sudden untoward gesture. Circumstances forced me to seek immediate aid. There's no others who would make me turn. Martial aptitude. But I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. Okay.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant?
So he needs help.
Be at Martha's Rest.
Smooth like Butler. Oh, that's bad. I'm assuming the game's still... Yeah, okay. I first... Yeah, it won't let me travel anywhere else at the moment. Let's set up all the quests as best we can here. Just because if I don't do it now, I'll fucking forget. And then when the map becomes re-unlocked, probably after we get to the other area.
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
Oh. There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dalimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
We'll give it a chat.
Thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course.
Calm down, Goots.
I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
God, this game has so many side quests. I'm not even mad. I'm just like more of just surprised. Considering people in reviews and stuff seem to be like, this game is just straightforward combat, straightforward story. I don't know, those are fucking like 4 new side quests every other main quest.
Out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs there, but here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
She said the word! She said Popoto! Lalafel's confirmed!
All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh. Yeah.
For those of you without context, Lalafels are a race of shorter individuals.
I didn't exactly hear first.
Instead of several Final Fantasy games, either being actual dwarves or just being small people. Dwarves like, you know, classic D&D / classic Final Fantasy dwarves.
Look. I've done
But
I'm not proud
in 14, they are Olafels, and everyone calls them goddamn Popotos. Just the little potatoes. Wrap them up in foil, poke some holes with a fork,
no more.
stick them in the oven at 350.
Know that.
Delicious cooked Popoto.
Never paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. No. I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing
Your
your
do-gooding finger? What the fuck?
Of course. Good day.
Was that it? Was that like the whole goddamn quest? I'm kind of okay with that. Just a lot of characterization of Karen.
What did she say?
I like when that's what the side quest is.
Unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad.
Does Goots speak English?
But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, He said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Calm down,
Are you
Goods.
sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be
Oh
coming
my
with me, isn't it,
God.
Clive?
I suppose it is.
Alright, so to investigate people who are shit-talking Karen, I'm gonna go to Dalimil. I'm gonna go to Martha's Rest, help out my uncle's manservant at some point. I'm gonna talk to this lady and see what the fuck she needs, I guess.
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales. The ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished.
Ooh, she gonna murder
First
you.
thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared.
She gonna kill you.
Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Fine.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
Alright, investigate the tale of the missing skate. On balance, oh my god.
Lawsman Harpocrates, I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic.
Culinary pilgrimage.
The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Ah.
Livers. How very Sambrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you eat chicken in Rosaria, but okay.
The blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other.
To Northreach.
To Northreach, then.
Best of luck.
Except I can't go there yet, but it's fine.
And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Is a storm coming soon?
We do have that other thing to do, but because I can't do like much else, and it's already getting kind of late, we are going to go push forwards on the story a little bit, if for nothing else than to re-unlock the map so we can go back to side questing. I know, I'm weird. It's also getting quite late, and so if I just like push forwards, re-unlock the map, so to speak, that means next time I stream I can, like a Torgal being bestest boy. The next time I stream, I can slam out all those side quests before hopping back into the main story. Cloak and dagger. Is that it? I literally just needed to go here?
It's like a dream.
4 of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Candle was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a little annoyed that they, like, locked the map away from me. And just immediately re-unlocked it when I fast traveled to, like, this part of the map. That's a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's go to Martha's Rest and help out the guy. I guess we don't have to really progress the main story. Oh, Rutherford! Where the fuck you at?
Heard the latest from Twinside.
Where the fuck you at? You upstairs? Yeah, fucking upstairs.
My lord Marquis, is that... It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
Oh, I don't know if you could hear that, but I really cracked one of my knuckles there. Knuckles? What's a knuckle?
I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs.
Shit's fucked. Go back home.
And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter...
But I bet it's gonna be a sick drift straight out of the I almost said Final Fantasy movie. Fast and Furious movie.
To avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already.
2 of those colleagues already?
Both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them?
I'm okay with that.
I need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic. The other, the old imperial capital of...
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalimil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success.
Side quests like this are some of my least favorite pieces of quest design. I picked up this quest fucking here in the hideaway. I had to teleport here to Martha's Rest to do it. Now I have to go to fucking Dalimil to continue on the quest for seemingly no goddamn reason. I know why. But like this in general, like this type of
One man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here sees.
It's just one of those pieces of quest design that bugs me when like you're fast traveling around. No, it should not be hard to find goods. It's just one of the like minor complaints I have about quest design like this is like I don't feel like I needed to fast travel to Martha's Rest just to fast travel back to here. It doesn't matter as much because of how fast traveling is in this game. It is speedy as shit. But like in almost any other game with any amount of load times, I'd be much more annoyed.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
Son of a bitch. It just got on my chocobo.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you.
How would he fit cops in his purse?
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
That's illegal.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
This is going to be a
You that one's master, then?
very normal fight.
If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Oh no! Enemies! That went really well for them. They chose a really good fight. That was a really great fight by them. Wow, look at how they died.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
The realm's a bit fucked,
Much
Clive.
has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Swear to God, if I have to go back to Martha's Rest just to go somewhere else, then...
I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
Shit's fucked,
I
Clive.
imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital.
I don't know what you don't get about shit's fucked yet, Clive.
Those who weren't recalled,
We know you're not the brightest candle in the crypt, eh? Like that comment?
Then it's worse than we imagined.
Yeah, shit's fucked, man. You destabilized four different fucking countries, man. I don't know what you expected.
You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
3. Rosario was pretty fucked. We'll call it 3. Rosario was already in a bad state.
Not at all.
You destabilized 3 fucking countries by blowing up their mother crystals. Like, come on, bud.
If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can...
See, like, this isn't as bad. This, like, well, he might have been here, so I'll go this other place now. That doesn't bother me as much as, like... just straight up, you go one place, talk to a person, and then go somewhere else. It reminds me of just, like, bad fetch quest design or, like, bad MMO design.
Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Good thing he's literally 60 meters away, huh, Clive? It's not, like, the end of the world. It's just one of those things that, like, gets under my skin because it happens a lot. In a lot of different games. Mostly, like, MMO-style games, though. But I do play a lot of those, so... it's just a personal pet peeve.
You've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt.
I don't know, I thought she was a pretty okay aunt.
My Lord Marquis?
But, psh.
Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but It didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind.
Oh boy, it's murder bandits o'clock.
I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
It's my favorite time of day. Clive needs like one of those fake watches where like every hour is just murder bandits. That man's axe is made out of wood.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Oh boy, here I go killing again. Shaman, you missed it. They mentioned Popotos by name. So that all but confirms Lalafels are really real in this game. Like, Lalafels are Popotos, so... Ow. Laser! That is all. Nailed it. I'm the best. Welcome to Dimension 20. Dimension 20 is so fucking good. I'm very behind on watching what I want to watch from them.
Town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice.
Poto supremacy, very real.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive. And I'm fine.
It's just Clive.
Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols.
Dimension 20 is really fucking good. Isn't their latest one... Or, okay, I don't know if it's their most recent or just a recent one, but don't they have one where Matt Mercer is DMing and Brennan Lee Mulligan gets to be a player? Because I've seen some clips that look like that's the case.
I meant it.
And I'm like, I might need to sub to watch that if that's a thing. So I feel like that would be a very entertaining show.
You first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Just like Prince, Clive only goes by one name.
Right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along, I...
Don't thank me.
It's a Crown of Candy prequel. Oh, neat.
It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got...
That means I could just watch it on its own and not need to have watched Crown of Candy then.
Good day.
That means that absolutely means I can watch it with no context as to what happens afterwards, which is awesome. Because I did that with, that was like my first real intro.
His colleagues are still in one piece.
I could do this while I'm here, but I don't really feel like it. I think I'm just gonna finish the Rutherford quest line. Assuming that they set it up in a similar way to where, like, there are just nods to stuff that does/will happen later. But, like, you don't really need to know what comes after to enjoy what's happening there, right? Which is always the nice thing about when they do stuff like that as a prequel.
I see you're still here.
The rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information.
Dungeons and Drag Queens? I don't know if I know what that is.
My associates.
I feel like I would recognize that name. What is that? I'm assuming it's a Dungeons and Dragons game, but...
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Drag Queens.
They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together.
Oh, is it the newest Dimension 20 season?
Is your Lord Uncle's wish.
Oh.
As it is
I must just, like, have missed that entirely. Smooth like butler. Ooh, a flare breath upgrade. Yeah. Things do not look good for the realm. Alright, that conversation was also much shorter than I thought it was going to be. We're going to go back and pick up, like, the dragon parts and stuff so we can make soup. Or whatever. I don't know if it's soup. What do you mean you're at soup? I mean, I'm at soup! Why are you buying clothes in the soup store? Fuck you! I can never not think of that whenever I think of the word soup. Out of context, just the word soup. And I don't know why. It's one of those things that is just ingrained in my brain. I don't even remember the name. It's Code Geass Geass. Geass? Geass? Code Geass. Or whatever it is. It's the abridged version of that show. It's a really fucking funny bit. It's really fucking funny.
Straight home now.
It is really fucking funny. I'm a really big fan of, like, anime abridged series, for those of you who have never known this about me.
Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot.
Well, I found the bright blue dragon.
This must be our wyvern. Right. Let's get this over with.
Laser! Hang on, while I'm thinking about this, don't mind me. Hang on. I gotta check really quick. Do I have enough points yet? I'm 30 fucking ability points shy from the upgrade, okay. I'm so depressed. I'm really focused on the combat, so I legitimately forgot my train of thought. Oh, anime abridged. Yeah, I'm a really big fan of a lot of those. Hilariously enough, not like the original, like, Dragon Ball Z abridged. Nice, we got a raptor lover.
That's the wyvern.
Actually, like, wasn't the biggest fan of that, but I also wasn't the hugest fan of, like, Dragon Ball Z or something. In some way. Not or something, like, for some reason. I wasn't the biggest fan of the original Dragon Ball Z. It was, like, okay. But, like, for example, fucking Hellsing abridged, masterpiece. Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, really bad jokes and didn't age well in some ways. Other ways, really fucking funny. What else can I think of? Oh, Sword Art Online abridged. They slowed that thing down to a fucking glacial pace, though, unfortunately. But the first arc of the first season was fucking phenomenal. It was so goddamn funny.
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
Enjoy your stuffs.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback
Hell on a
liver
stick.
And a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got
I'll
some
have
cooking
you
to
know,
do.
it's
Chefs of
only...
yore knew what they were on about.
Actually, you know what? Hang on, I take that back. What are you including in the Lord of the Rings rewatch? Because it gets a lot longer depending on what you include. Are you including the Hobbit movies? You included the animated Hobbit movies? It's obviously the extended editions because you're not insane. Does it include the Rings of Power TV show?
He as good as begged.
So many
And
questions.
rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice
It's
of
the extended
culinary
trilogy. That's, quote unquote, only like 14 hours of film. I call it 14 hours because of how long it takes to change discs out. I thought he just nearly throw up. Oh, that's lovely. Exact same reaction as last time. It's initially horrible!
So,
But...
fit for consumption then.
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet it is the piquant kiss of the saints.
What is with this guy?
that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force, a force of nature even, a maelstrom of flavor and sensation.
What is with this guy? They've got to be making fun of food critics with this, right?
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback
Hey, alright, calm down, buddy.
I'll give it some thought.
Quest complete. Not to be outdone. Nice. Alright, well, we still have a couple more side quests, right? Yeah, we have 2 more side quests. We have this one over here. It looks like we might actually have more that we haven't picked up yet, but that might just be the one that we saw on the map. That might be just be the one that we saw over here. But we'll talk to them and, like, try and remember. Okay, so we'll have to talk to them at some point. We got an upgrade, we got that thing, we got another side quest there, but I'm tired. I don't know if y'all have been able to tell over this past, like, 30 minutes or so, but my brain is slowly being like, hey, you need to stop talking. Hey. I don't know if I just, like, missed it or what. But yeah, that'll do it. So thanks for hanging out and watching. This will be the end of the YouTube video. So YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to watch me play games like this or other similar games live, come over to the Twitch stream and come hang out with the rest of us cool kids who make silly jokes.